Welcome to this video. I'll be explaining how I did all my speedruns, starting with fastest facility. So, it's really only one tower you need, it's farm. Your opponent sides don't need to do anything. This is the easiest by far, but there's still one trick most people don't know about. You have to sell your farm and buy it back before you upgrade to a plantation, and then use enhanced crops. This causes you to make more money than you would normally without selling the farm. I don't know who discovered it and know 7 times knows about it. He thought Monkey Lord, and Monkey Lord made a video on it, so check out Monkey Lord's video and 7 times hardest channel. But yeah, that's it. That's the facility. That was pretty easy. But some of the other ones are more complicated. Starting here with fastest way of doom. So we need 2 towers. We need the farm and the dartling. So start with the 1-0 farm, and I don't want to enter stall round 1 completely. Why? Because I am buying a second farm. And the second farm is giving me 1 banana. If I would have upgraded to a plantation, I would have not gotten a banana. Because normally you get 2 plantations instead of 2 1-0 farms. Also, normally you can, if I would have entered start the round, instantly spiking the round 1, I would not gain this. I wouldn't have gotten that banana either. So that was important. So yeah, plantation, enhanced crops, dartling. I could have used the same glitch that I used with the earliest facility there, but I didn't need to. I had to do 1 or 2 things. I had to do either the thing with the road spikes and starting ground 1 a little bit, and the second farm, or I could do the glitch again. Doing both didn't make it faster. I had more money, but it didn't matter, because with this strategy and setting it now, I had the perfect amount of money to get it 29 seconds. I could have done it different, but not faster. So yeah, so the rate of the easy one. Here we have the earliest CMG. This is actually one of the most difficult ones I have done, because you have to. There are a lot of details, and you have to be very fast. So yeah, I just started with the farm, very basic. But look at that, I buy in a blue adjustment cobra on the opponent's side. This is actually a very important detail, but more on that later. So I make a boost at 15 seconds to get riot funds. All for extra money, because money is, believe it or not, a big problem. Here I buy a 0-0 farm. Like, why would I buy a 0-0 farm? That's useless. Always instantly upgrade to a 1-0, especially when you're mega boosting. You know, you don't want a free Fornitors upgrade, you want a free plantation, or free republic, or free facility. Why did I get that? Well, first, I could afford a 0-0 farm, and still afford 2 monkey stims now. If I upgraded to a 1-0, I couldn't afford it and had to wait another few seconds before mega boosting, which would cost me money would cost me time. I don't want to lose time because it's a speedrun. So that was important. Also, I was not able to get down 3 riot funds. Riot funds are 3 monkey stims, because the round was not enter stalled, and I don't want enter stall because I actually want to send round 3. I could get it faster in time if I enter stall very hard, but I also wanted round 3 CMGs, so that's why the rounds are being stalled. So yeah, so now I just start spamming 30 cobras all over the map, gonna mega boost them into offensive push. I cannot afford to just buy offensive push, that's too expensive, so I have to mega boost them. Here I'm setting my farms, and look at this. I popped every single balloon of round 3, except the camos. If I did not get the balloon adjustment, I would have entered round 3, and if I entered round 3, the CMG would have come out on round 4, not on round 3. Those cameras helped me start the rounds. So yeah, Mega Boost, I had to wait that one extra income boost before I could afford the BFB. So my Cobra building speed was good enough, so I could focus on doing that instead of still having to buy Cobras when I already had enough money. And also, without that extra little bit of money of the farm, I would not have had enough money. I really needed that money from that second farm I bought. Without it, I would not have had money to send the BFB, even after the eco boost. I had to wait till round 4 when the right funds give me money. That's when I could afford a BFB. But that would be if I made it round 4 CMG and I wanted the round 3. So yeah, that's a strategy. It's pretty difficult. You have to be fast with Cobra spamming and stuff. Here we have the fastest tempo and the earliest tempo in non-club. This is actually very tricky, especially for the right side. On my video I also upload a failed attempt showing that if you mess up a little bit, I sold one of my Cobras and I had to buy it back and did not have enough money. You can see at the end how tight the money is. Getting 3 offensive boost Cobras is expensive. And actually the order where I buy upgrades does matter a lot. It's actually really important in which order I buy. If I get my plantation before getting my dartling, the road spikes will disappear and the round will be stalled. And I want to enter stall. It's important to get the dartling first. The thing I'm doing with the Rub of Gourds doesn't really matter on the left side. It just helps me get better farms, which is nice because you always want more money to work with. It helps, but you have to really focus on the right side in the speedrun for the most of the pass, because you want the farming to be as efficient as possible. Also, I needed that 0-1 dartling before the next farm, or else I would be stop the enter stall. So I just need to find the correct balance between undefending, farming as hard as possible, and still enter stalling. And then I still end up with the perfect amount of money to send what I want to send. Also, notice I bought range boost. Most people would not think about range boost as a good boost, but range boost is probably the best boost for ice in the game. And it's perfect for balloon circles because the ice shots can clean up the rainbows a lot better with range boost, because it can hit the entire circle. Normally without it would take, I'd say, at least 5 seconds long before it cleans up, and will probably also miss a lot. On this map it does not miss when you have range boost going, it hits everything. So that's perfect. So here I just start preparing on both sides, enhanced crops, the Arctic wind, selling the farms, Cobra 1, Cobra 2, Cobra 3 I had to sell the dartling, mega boost, and I can afford 2 sets of Region Zebras. So I had, with upgrade balloons, that's 6 regrow rainbows. The upgrade balloons obviously needed because regrow rainbows are way too expensive, I cannot afford them. So I had to be upgrade balloons with Region Zebras. If I had more money, I would have probably bought Gem Packed, so I could send the rainbow Gem Packed. But it's not Bonanza, I'm broke, I can't send a big regrow rainbow rush. So yeah, here I just activate the shards with the MIB. MIB makes it Zebras, so it can actually do more damage to the balloons. And I buy my tempo. Little bit slow, but still very fast. $36,000 left over. Actually more because I can also sell my ice tower. Or sell the village and buy a 0-0 village pack. That was left side pretty easy. The right side very tight with the money. So and you have to manage both sides at the same time without messing up. So this is a very, very difficult one. But yeah, let's go the next one. This was the fastest $1 million. The old world record was by Lee as a team. He had his opponent enter stall the entire game and then sent, so round 8 would happen as early as possible, because round 8 is where regions unlock, and then he could just send region rainbows and vehicle farm out of that. I do not want to wait to round 8 to send regions. That's why I'm going for Cobra adjustment, because adjustment can make balloons regrows. So if I can make the AI camel regrow rainbows or camel regrow ceramics, I can make a vehicle farm out of that, which has the potential to be quicker than waiting till round 8. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, spamming a lot of adjustments on the right side, as many as possible, because I need all of them. Look on the left side, the 3 Arctic winds in the middle, I think the position makes a lot of sense, but the 2 outside, they're a bit weird, and the reason why I placed them there is because placing them inside is too difficult. I have to place them down very quickly, and placing down all the ice towers within the track actually takes time, and I did not have time to do that. Look, I have to precisely place them. I can just spam place them. So I just place them at the outside. Arctic winds have huge ranges, so it still does a lot of damage. In the middle would have been better in theory, but it takes more time, so I would have so the balloon adjustments would have been delayed. Reason why I bought Dartling, not Dartling, but Tech, is I feel like Tech lacks less, and I cannot afford a Ray of Doom from the start. And if I mega push into a Ray of Doom, my game will just lag out, because it will upgrade the ice towers to the 4 tiers. And the 4 tiers with Vigos, that does not work at all. When you have time map is filled with Vigos, like this, and you buy a 4 tier ice, it will just lag the game. Why? Also, I barely made my $1 million. I used the maelstrom at the perfect time. If I used it half a second earlier, I would not have had enough money. But yeah. So yeah, here is a bit of a meme, just lagging myself out as quickly as possible. This is honestly not optimized. This is just a meme. But one of the things I used to lag myself out is using certain towers on a vehicle farm. One of them is obviously ice shards, which creates a lot of lag, and the other one that a lot of people don't know about why it lags is the 4 tier left sides on the ice. I forgot the name. This upgrade's main extra advantage it has over Arctic Wind is that it freezes every balloon that touches another frozen balloon. That's completely useless. But also somehow lags out the game. Why? Well, there are a lot of balloons on the screen, and if every balloon that touches another balloon, well, basically every other balloon touches another balloon, freezes another balloon. So it has to do so many calculations. Every balloon touches like 100 other balloons, and so it has to run that stupid command for every single balloon 100 times, and then you have multiple of those stupid 40 ice towers, and then it will just lag out. It will not work out at all. It's not fun. So yeah, here I have a vehicle farm. It's not that big of a vehicle farm compared to what I had earlier on my 1 million one. But it was still big enough. I was to dribble to gore just in case it survived. Just want to see how much money I would get. It did not survive. Just the ice shards and the fort. It just completely killed the game. Especially the right side. The right side is on Steam, and Steam is worse than the Microsoft Store. Steam tends to lag out earlier than Microsoft Store, so that's why my left side Microsoft Store version actually survives and the Steam doesn't, because Microsoft Store is just better, except for farm placements. Farm placements are way better on Steam. Actually, all tile placements are just better on Steam. It's so much easier. But yeah, that is how I did the lag out. It's the meme. So yeah, if you guys have suggestions for things I can speedrun in betas, let me know in the comments, because I really enjoyed making these speedruns and I would like to do more, but I'm out of ideas. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, like and subscribe.